they had like this big ceremonial thing. It's like a week. So we were out there at Talladega Raceway for a week, and they were like driving race cars around, just letting people do it. And I got to do that. I got to jump in one of the NASCARs and drive around the track at like 140 mile an hour.
Whoa.
It was pretty sick.
That's bananas, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. And then got to crank like the car that won the week before they had sitting on like the trophy lane or whatever. And he was like, you want to hop in and crank it? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
So I
America, baby.
Yeah, I climbed down like a Dukes of Hazzard style, into the window and got in, crunk it, and revved it up. He's like, give us more. And I was like, waka, waka. And then like a guy walked over and was like, he like told me to cut it off. And like people started walking up, and, like taking pictures and stuff. It was
The other
sick.
guy's like, I didn't tell him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is.
But yeah, we set up for a band. It was a really good band, like super good band, super cool guys. We were sitting there talking to them and stuff, and they moved their time slot, and they didn't realize they moved their time slot. So they played an entire set, and it was like an hour or something like that to nobody. It was just us.
No.
Yeah, we were over
Dude.
there just like we didn't know what to do, and he was like, they already paid us. And they come in there and set up, and they're like, we moved the venue outside, and the guys were like, we're set up, ready to go. And they was like, well, you could just stay here then. And then like they left, and then they were like, well, I mean, might as well play. So it was just me, Matt, and my other buddy that worked with me. We were just sitting there, and Clay, and we were just sitting there, and we're like, what do we do? And he's like, well, they're playing, so I'm gonna start messing with the lights. So he's like running the light board, he's like making the lights do all kinds of cool stuff, and we're just like, there's nobody here but us.
Get your own private concert out of it.
That's what it was. And then after that, they had left, and because they got paid to do what they were paid to do, and then they left, and then the people come back in. They did the whole ceremonial thing like nothing happened. I thought that was the craziest thing ever.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, like, I've never been to a racetrack before.